All right, what's going on, everybody? This is the Summer Series, episode 5, and today we have a fighter in the UFC that is in the middleweight division. He has a professional record of 10 wins and 3 losses. Give it up for Julien Leblanc. Let's go. How's it
Let's
going?
go, brother. Going well, thanks, and you?
Of course, I'm doing good. I like I
Nice.
said, I appreciate you wanting to come on here. It's great to talk to you. It's great to finally meet you as well. So, you
Yeah.
know, you ready? You ready for a game?
I'm ready for a game, and thanks to you for doing what you do, man. I appreciate it, and I'm sure the other fighters appreciate it too. So it gives us great exposure, and yeah, man. Thanks for this.
Of course, thank you. That means a lot. It really does. I try my best. But so today we're gonna be playing Who Would You Rather Spar. I'm gonna give you a couple questions of two people or two basically scenarios of the
Yeah,
person, and you just tell me which one, and then you explain it a little bit. So
yeah.
this one will be exciting. So first one, we're gonna go a hockey player or a rugby player.
Hockey player for sure, man. I've played hockey, but like a rugby player, those guys are really like good athletes. Not saying the hockey players are not,
Hmm.
but I just do believe that rugby players are more like they're more fighters. Yes, hockey players can fight on the skates, and I have a lot of friends hockey like that plays hockey. So no disrespect to them, but for sure, any day I take the hockey player over the rugby player. And we see like rugby player. There's like Volkanovski, right?
Yep.
Jack Della Maddalena, I think.
Hmm.
Uh, Probably some other guys too that I just don't know about. But anyways, those guys are killers. They're good athletes, and yeah, they're like naturals and these kind of sport, wrestling, fighting. So yeah, man, for sure, hockey player.
It was crazy how like the Alex Volkanovski, like the transition when he played rugby to now. Oh my god.
He lost a lot of weight.
That guy was huge.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. I
It-
know it's crazy.
it's scary to think that guy now fights at 145. So
Yeah, yeah, it's really crazy.
all right, two, a guy who watched one UFC event and thinks he's ready, or a guy who trained boxing when he was 8 years old.
For sure, like I'll go with the guy that watched one UFC fight because like those guys are often, unfortunately, the guys that will have big mouths and think the sport is easy. So
Hmm.
at least the guy who did boxing, even if it was at 8 years old, he knows like how hard it is. And so I'd go
True.
with the guy who thinks it's easy and he eats his pizza and his chips on the couch and ask why we're not getting up or why we're tapping. And yeah, for sure, I'd go with that guy and just show him a little lesson, and just you know. Like having a reality check for him would be good. And those kind of guys, yeah, for sure.
Reality check and a quick humble.
Exactly. Always good.
That is always good. Three,
Yeah.
a boxer with no grappling or a grappler with no striking or boxing.
Honestly, I'd say that I'll take the boxer because I have a good kickboxing. I believe I could knock him out with those kicks, and for sure, like a guy that has no ground. I believe like if you take him down, he's really like he's done.
Yeah,
A
not
guy that
getting up.
knows jiu-jitsu, if he can take you down, he has a chance, right?
Hmm.
Even though on the feet, if he hasn't done striking, and if it's a pure jiu-jitsu guy, sometimes they don't have the best takedowns either. But for sure, I'd take on the boxer first,
Yeah.
and nothing, no disrespect. Well, I think it's the same, but I was gonna say no disrespect to the boxers, but some of them also think that it's like MMA is easy, or I don't know. But same with the jiu-jitsu guys. Sometimes they think like striking is
Hmm.
doesn't like nothing, but because you can take like a world champion in jiu-jitsu and just like do MMA jiu-jitsu with strikes, and it changes everything, right? But I'd still go with the boxer.
Yeah, fair enough. I think with the jiu-jitsu guy, if you do like get a couple strikes on him and stun him, he's gonna try to go for the ground. Try to
Oh, for
go.
sure, for
So,
sure.
yeah, going
Yeah,
with the boxer is a good idea because
yeah.
you could piece him up, then you could take him to the ground, and the guy's not gonna get up. Ground and pound.
Exactly. And you'll submit them or ground and pound. Exactly. So yeah.
All right, a 6'8" heavyweight or A 5'6" wrestler built like a fridge.
Honestly, I would go with the 6'8" heavyweight for two reasons. Well, the first one is that the wrestler will at this height, he'll probably like in a cage, he'll end up by probably be able to take you down because he'll rush you in the cage and
Hmm.
like and a fridge on you, it can be a boring fight and a hard fight like you
True.
know but the 6'8" heavyweight is for sure like I think you look more like a real fighter when you fight that kind of guy.
True.
That's the first thing. Second thing, sometimes those guys are slow. They hit hard, but they're slow and they don't have a big gas tank.
Hmm.
Depends on who, but some of them. And yeah, like I said, you just look like you look cool, man. Fighting a big guy, you look like a warrior, like a true fighter. So it's like, hey, let's go.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
sparring with someone that's 6'8", that's taller than you, that's good against future fights with guys who have a little bit of that height advantage over you.
Oh yeah, and it's sparring. You said, yeah. I in my head it was like a real fight. So for sure, man, it's and sparring. Yeah, I spar with. We have a heavyweight. He's not 6'8", but he's 6'5", and he's like 300 pounds. And he's actually good. He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and I spar with him all the time. So yeah, for sure. In sparring, I think the heavyweight guy because, like I said, it looks cool too. So
Hmm.
people around see this, they're like, oh, okay, he can handle himself against a big guy like this, and it just looks cool. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And then yeah, we are going off of who'd you rather fight. I did spar just because it's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
same thing but different concept. You could spar training partners, but instead these are just one time things. So it is like a fight. So it's not like you're
yeah, perfect.
training with
Yeah,
these
no,
guys.
exactly because you don't know the guy. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
A bodybuilder or a construction worker? Which
So I'd
one?
go with the bodybuilder, man.
Really?
For the same reason, is like some of them things because they bench like three plates, each side. They think they can
True.
take you, or they're on steroids, and they think like it gives them sorry a false confidence, and it's always fun to humble those guys. Like and once again, no disrespect. I go to the gym and here it's like I have a lot of friends who does bodybuilding or like people know me. It's a small town in Gatineau, so they know me. So when I go to the gym, there's a lot of the guys that they just know me and they always say hi, but it always like, oh, I should come and like I know they think in their mind like because they have big muscle and
Mm-hmm.
they push heavier weights than me or heavy weights that they think like they can last. I don't say they think they can beat me, but I'm always like in my head like, bro, you should just come. You wouldn't last even 5 minutes. But so for sure, and the construction guy also like those guys sometimes a little bit crazy,
Yeah.
and I think they have a better chance. Like, and they're still strong. They like they have the man's strength.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the construction guys have streets fight. I don't know. I just like depends what kind of construction guy. But anyways, I'd go with the bodybuilder to humble them a little bit for
Yeah,
sure.
and the one thing that bodybuilders don't have that many people do and you do as fighters is cardio. They don't have cardio.
Exactly.
They
No, I know,
choose
man.
to not do cardio.
I know,
So
bro. And walking on the treadmill is not cardio.
no, no. It is
And
not
I mean, I'm
MMA
a
cardio.
stairmaster. Like we don't do stairmaster to get ready for a fight. So
Hmm.
no,
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. I
Yeah.
I will say one thing. I go to the gym and I never see a bodybuilder on the stairmaster. Never.
Never. Well, I saw some, but they usually go slow and they stay on it for 30 minutes, but at a slow pace.
Yeah, yeah, very
Or
slow pace.
yeah. But anyway, I either see them on the treadmill walking, or like they do the incline walking, or I
Yeah,
see them
that
on the
too.
stairmaster, but they go like really low pace. But anyways, it's their thing, and it's hard to be a bodybuilder. I mean, with the diet and everything, when you do the competition, it's
True.
because it's a fight. It's like 10 weeks of hard diet, but if you prep for a comp of bodybuilding, it's like 10 months or something like that. So that's up to them, man. Like every sport has their challenge, but I just mean in fighting for sure,
No.
just to humble them a little bit and show
Yeah.
them. It's always fun to show people. They're like, oh
Hmm.
fuck, okay, like this is what fighting is about. Oh yeah, yeah, and we're only going light, man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, I did that same thing. I've like trained jiu-jitsu and I've sparred like a bit and I wanted to, see what it's like to train with like a UFC guy. So I like sparred at the PI and it's just like, man,
nice,
it's a huge difference. So
nice. Are
uh,
you in Vegas? You're based in
no, I'm in
Vegas?
Chicago, but I was in Vegas and I was,
Nice. Okay.
I was able to go out there, so it was pretty cool.
That's cool, man. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been out there yet or no?
Yeah, I've been a couple times. Yeah, I've cornered one of my buddy a couple times in UFC, and back then with Elias Teodoru,
Oh
he's
yeah.
unfortunately he passed
Yeah.
away, but he was a good friend of mine, and I went two times with him. Back then, we went to
Mhm.
Extreme Couture to spar too.
Oh really?
So I
Okay.
went like 2 weeks, like two different weeks with him, just to chill. And he had tests to do with the PI, and he wanted to bring me there so I could see what it was all about. And then I went, I think 3 4 times again when I cornered my friend Marc Andre Barrio.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
man, it's always I want to go out like right now. My girlfriend could give birth any time now,
Oh,
so
okay.
I can. But I after like I'm getting a little surgery June 15. That I a little injury. It's not nothing crazy. A little injury that I got into the fight last April. So after the surgery, I want to go out to Vegas. Like I'd love to actually do a camp there, man. Honestly, like and be able to use the PI and go to Extreme Couture or something like that. So we'll see one day at a time, but for sure it's in my plans to go back.
Yeah. And first I'm gonna say sorry for your loss. I heard
Oh,
about
thank you.
that and I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear that. Um
thank you.
I know that happened a bit ago, but regardless, I'm
Thank you,
very
man.
sorry.
Appreciate it.
But
Appreciate it.
also congrats. You said your wife is giving birth soon,
Yeah,
so
thanks.
congrats on that.
Yeah, thank you, brother. It's a big year, man. Signing in
Yeah.
UFC debut, win or lose, regardless. I'm happy that I'm in my UFC debut. I work hard for this. Now the baby, so yeah, man. Surgery, like it's a big year, but man, honestly, I want to finish it like with a bang, in my next fight. I don't know when it will be, but I believe, like I said, it's a really small surgery, so it's nothing like I won't be out for long. I'll be out like it's gonna be a quick rehab. So I'm looking forward to fight at the before the end of the year and just
Okay,
like
awesome.
man, finish the year with a bang, and show what I'm all about for real this time.
Yeah, and then, that's awesome that you want to try to do a camp in Vegas because I know a lot of
Yeah,
fighters who do that who have like changed up their camps and said I'm
yeah,
gonna go over there and train. I know people that have packed it up and even moved over there because you get all that accessibility to couture. You get to go to Syndicate or you get to go to the PI every day since you're a
yeah.
fighter. So
It's so good, man.
yeah,
It's so good.
it's so cool. Yeah, I thought it was really cool last time I was there. I've been there like 5 times, so
Nice.
every
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
I the first time ever I was able to try the food there, and the food was really good.
That's
So
good. I know, bro. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I know. I remember.
it was awesome. All right, but
Yeah.
going into the sixth, someone who talks trash the whole round, or someone who smiles silently the whole time.
Talk trash. I think the guy who's silent usually is more of a killer.
Yeah.
And the guy who talks trash, there's a lot of them who are killers too, but
Mm-hmm.
it's always fun, like always fun to smack them in the face when they talk trash. So for sure, I think the guy that talk trash, yeah.
True. You think about those fighters like Kevin Holland or Sean
Yeah,
Strickland, they talk,
yeah.
it works. It works for some of them. It works.
Yeah, exactly. It works at a certain ways. It will work in some certain fights against certain opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Some opponents won't. Like it always depends. At the end of the day, they are showmen, so they know that like they have a regardless if they win or lose. They always give good fights. They always give a show. So it's like their place in the UFC is like it's like there's nobody that has their place like for sure. But I mean for sure, like I want to say, if you lose but you talk trash and you do good fights, you're getting better chance of getting good pays and staying in the UFC and just getting fights. You know what I mean? Getting a long career.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for some of them, yeah, man. If it works for you, man, do it. For me, I'm not like that. So, but I mean, if I would have an opponent that just fucking talks trash all the time, I would probably start talking trash to him too.
Yeah.
So, anyways, not that you get that your focus is away, but just that it's like, hey, man, fuck you, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Jiu-jitsu black belt or an all-American wrestler?
Jiu-jitsu black belt.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I honestly, I think both are really hard fighters to fight. I just think that I just think that if the jiu-jitsu black belt can't take me down, he's gonna have a rough night. But I just believe that the wrestler has more opportunities to take me down, and a good wrestler has good pressure on top. So, not jiu-jitsu black belts are very good on the ground too. It's just different, but I would go with the jiu-jitsu black belt just for the wrestling exchanges. I think I would have
Yeah.
better chances of not getting taken down or getting up fast than against a wrestler.
Yeah, I agree. 8 prime Mike Tyson or prime Brock Lesnar?
Oh fuck, Prime Brock Lesnar for sure, bro. Fuck that. Prime Mac Tyson, especially with 4 ounces. Oof, that's not good for your head.
Yeah.
I know Brock is big. Brock he's a tank, but Mike Tyson, man, that guy, man. Oh, he wanted to kill you. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would go
Both are
with Brock.
scary, but yeah, I'd go with Brock
Yeah,
too.
yeah, for sure. But I just believe that Mike Tyson is more like a street guy.
Mhm.
He really wants to kill you.
Yeah. True.
Brock is there for the money and the show.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So
True.
that's why I would go with Brock.
True. Good choice. All right. 9 prime Anderson Silva or prime Johnny Hendricks?
Oh, you mean like Prime Johnny Hendricks on the sauce?
Whichever one you think is
Yeah.
better.
Well, okay. I would go with Johnny Hendricks
Okay.
because for sure he can kill you with one punch.
Mhm.
But Condit took those punches. GSP took them. I just think that Anderson Silva had an aura. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't do nothing. Until the first Chris Weidman fight. But before that, it was like I don't know, man. Probably it was a lot of mental issues on his opponent
Mhm.
because he was so good. But he was like, yeah, man. He had this aura, like just knocking out everyone and
Yeah.
just yeah. He was yeah, but he's still good. But I mean, I like Anderson Silva is he's a killer, man. Johnny Hendricks too, but I just believe that Silva has so much more weapons.
What
So yeah.
about Johnny Hendricks on the sauce?
No, it's actually that's what I'm saying. Like when you see prime Johnny Hendricks, in my head is Johnny Hendricks on the sauce. So it's like
Okay.
I know like you just need to not get hit.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, Condit and GSP were able to took those hits because he didn't knock out either of them. So yeah, I would fight Johnny.
Yeah. I just feel like Anderson Silva's speed and he's a killer.
Exactly.
It just
And he's tall, he's
mhm.
big, you
Yep.
know. So yeah, for sure, I would go with Johnny.
All right. Someone s- someone from Street Beefs or have you seen Dan Hooker's 1 minute promotion? Have you?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so he gets guys from New Zealand and Australia that fight for a minute, and I will be straight up. Those fights are nasty. Like,
They get crazy.
oh my god, like these people like bleed. Like it's crazy. Like how bad it gets for from 1 minute.
Oh,
It's a minute long. Each fight's a
that's
minute
crazy.
long. Yeah,
That's crazy. That's
but
fucked up. You can get the thing is that when the fight is 1 minute long, anybody can do it.
yeah, true.
Nobody needs that. Like they don't need to fight. But I mean, like you can get any. crackhead on the street or killer or like guy from prison, and they're like, okay, I'm down. It's 1 minute, you know. So
True.
I think I would go with the street beef guys.
You gotta choose the street beefs. Yeah, because
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you look at that one, yeah, they're fighting. Most of those fights go like a good minute as well. Uh,
yeah.
but
It's just
it's
fun.
there's no like blood. It's like if you ever have the chance, look at that Dan Hooker, like what he does. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
will go look at it. I will
Yeah,
go look at it. Yeah,
it's
that's
nuts. It's like I've seen
yeah.
some girls like straight up just beat the living crap out of each other, and it's just crazy.
That's crazy, man. I will
It,
go look at it for sure.
it is pretty cool to watch. It's crazy that he just grabs anyone that he can find, but like some of these guys just like they got some good punches.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. A lot of guys can hit hard, man. If they hit you one time, you go out. You know, you don't need a lot of martial arts. You just need to hit hard and not be scared and be the first. You know.
True,
So
very
yeah,
true. All right, Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
I'd go with Jake Paul for the money, man. Let's go. And not only money, but because I don't know, he's funny, you know. But he's doing his thing and he's doing great, I think. But I would go for yeah with him, you know,
Yeah,
to humble him a little bit too, but
true.
just for the money. I think he has more. Both Paul brothers are really popular, but I just think that Jake Paul brings a little bit more.
Yeah, true. And he's in little more of the MMA realm now, and then Logan's in the WWE realm, so it's would be
Exactly.
more ideal to take Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna. So since we went into scenarios of the person, we're gonna go into, like I said last time, with Jake Paul, Logan Paul. We're gonna go with people. So
Yeah.
for here we go. We got Sean Strickland or Kamzat.
I just do believe I would do better against Sean because I think it would be more of a striking match.
100%. Yeah, I think it would be
So
too.
I would go with Sean.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, because it's like if you want to strike, Strickland's gonna strike. He's not gonna wrestle.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
all right, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. These are
I'd go
both
with
prime. These are both
yeah,
prime.
LeBron James. LeBron James.
Hey,
Like Michael Jordan. I respect him too much. Not I respect LeBron James too, but just I would go with LeBron James. Yeah.
LeBron would be more your like height and weight probably too, right? Like he'd be more close to a
Yeah. But
middleweight.
he's what? Yeah. Well, LeBron is what 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, probably.
Probably like 220 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. 230. But yeah, but for sure I would go with LeBron. Yeah.
Okay, good choice. Michael Jordan's the goat. Live in Chicago, so.
Exactly. Exactly. No, exactly. So I could not fight him. Yeah.
Batman or Spider Man?
Man, I would go fight Spider-Man because like I'm Batman, you know. So, but my favorite is Batman of all. So yeah, so I would go fight Spider. Even though Spider-Man has powers, but Batman is just. I know I'm not Batman, but I mean, Batman is just the smartest.
Yeah,
Like he always finds a way to win, right? So I
true.
would go with Spider-Man. Yeah,
Hey, just know Spider Man has fought in an MMA fight before.
that's true, man. In
Yeah,
the case,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
one. Yeah,
that's
the
true.
first the
Yeah,
first Spider Man.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's true. It's funny. Yeah.
so he's got the experience.
Exactly.
Conor McGregor or Nate Diaz?
I would go with Connor for the money for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a
All
good
the
one.
hype, all the money. That's for sure.
I know,
Yeah,
and now his fight announced for.
that's great. Yeah, it's sold out quick.
I know I was supposed to go to his first one. He was coming back too. Yeah,
Oh shit.
and then he
Yeah,
pulled out. And then he pulled out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was there because Barrio was fighting Piper, so I
Oh
was there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I didn't end
Yeah,
up going to that. I wanted to really bad.
there was not a lot of people. I think a lot of people got refunded, but there was not a lot of people in the arena. To be honest,
Really.
like it was still there was still a lot. Like the arena was still, but it was not full. But
Mm-hmm. Not
It was
not
still like
like
a big UFC card, but I mean, it was not full.
not like it was at 300 because I was
It
at the 300 one, and that
must have
one,
been crazy.
yeah, it was
Must have been
nuts.
sick. Yeah, it must have been sick, man. Wow.
Even when I was at the Chicago one, that was filled. It wasn't
Yeah,
filled at
yeah,
the start, but then at the end there, it just whole yeah, everything was sold out.
nice. Yeah, but it's always like this at the beginning, and then for the like as the main card starts,
Hmm.
it fills up, man. Yeah,
But I gotta say, like, being a guy who watches the UFC like every weekend and MMA fights, prelims are the best. That's where the best fighters come from.
I know. Exactly, and like, but people, it's like when you fight regional, like you try to sell tickets, but people, oh, it's expensive, but it's still pro MMA, and it's like, man, you can see guys like McGregor started in Cage Warriors, right? So it's like
Hmm.
you can see like the next superstar, like you can see him now. So like, if you're a real fan, just go. But yeah, no, I understand what you say. Like people miss out on good talent just because they want to see one name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
agree.
that's their problem. That's their problem. They're missing out on good fights. So,
True.
too bad for.
Very true. All right, Travis Kelsey or Rob Gronkowski?
Oh, I would go with Travis Kelsey. Rob looks more like a guy who would like fight. Travis looks more soft a little bit.
I do have
That
to agree.
that's what I
No.
what I feel just
Hey,
seeing them
I
on TV.
totally agree with you. I wouldn't agree anymore. I'm not a
Yeah,
Chiefs fan. I'm a
yeah.
Packers fan, so
Yeah.
that's why it's right there.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go Packs. Yeah. Let's go. Nice.
Yeah, I got the Packers there. I got the Max Holloway knocking out Gaethje because I was at
Yeah.
that.
You're there.
Yeah, I was
Crazy, man.
there, so that's why I got this in my room because I was there to see
Crazy.
it.
Yeah. That's so sick.
But then that's Stephen Curry like walking into like uh, LeBron, Shaq. It's like all the best basketball.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to add every sports, and then all around the room I got Muhammad Ali, be the greatest. I got an Arsenal um, flag because I'm an Arsenal soccer fan, and then Chicago Bulls.
Nice.
So
That's good, man. You're missing hockey though.
I know. I gotta get a Blackhawks one here,
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, man.
but they haven't been that good. I
No, I know
I,
since
I
the
miss.
King
I
days.
know. I miss. That was when I was in like elementary school. Yeah, Hosa,
Yeah.
Kane. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Those were the years. Prime
yes.
Crosby. Yeah, those were the
Mhm.
years for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you're gonna know them, but they're Canadian athletes, so there's a good chance you might. They play for the Canadian national team for soccer. Alfonso Davies or Jonathan David. Do you know either?
Yeah, yeah. I would fight Alfonso Davies.
Alfonso. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I
Oh,
don't like nothing against nobody, but just I know more Alfonso Davis, so I will fight
yeah,
him.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
he's. I think he's one of the best players on that team. Jonathan
he's
David's
good.
pretty good too.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
he's more the guy who scores.
yeah. No, they're both very good, but I don't know much about soccer. But
Are
I
you
know, I
gonna
know, I know the names.
Are you gonna
I know
support
them.
your team in the World Cup though?
Man, they're going
Yeah, they are.
Canada.
They're hosting.
Oh, true. Canada and US, right?
Canada, U.S., and Mexico are all hosting. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
That's amazing. That's sick, man.
It is really cool
That's
that
sick.
they're doing that. I don't know who's
Yeah.
Canada's got. I know they play. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, they played Bosnia the first game. They
Is it
played.
started?
2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. They
Okay,
Yeah, they
nice.
play Bosnia in the first game, so that'll be good. I think they can win that.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
should win that.
good.
They
It's
got
a man. It's a
Yeah,
hard sport, soccer, because every country plays it.
true. Yeah, it is.
Not
Yeah,
like hockey or football or
that's what I
it's like
mainly play.
MMA. MMA, every country plays it. So not like every country fights. So yeah.
True, very true. All right, couple more. We got three left. Three left here. Connor McDavid or Sidney Crosby?
I would go with McDavid because Crosby is my
He's
idol.
your idol.
So Yeah, not like I mean, just since I'm young, man, is work ethic and like he's so good and is so smart on the ice and outside the ice too. Never heard anything bad from this guy. He's always been my favorite player, and I've seen him play in the Quebec hockey like the junior hockey Quebec League, whatever. Before it was in the NHL, so.
Oh, really?
And
That's cool.
man, there was like so many people at the arena because he was playing against our home team, and man, the arena was packed. There was a lineup. I actually got a other autograph from him when he was 16. I was probably like 11,
Wow,
12,
that's
maybe
great.
11.
That's really
So
cool.
it's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome.
So, but yeah, man, he's good, man. So, anyways, but yeah, for sure, I would not fight Crosby. I would fight McDavid.
I
I like
will.
McDavid too, but I just like more Crosby. I could not fight him.
I agree. I like Crosby. Crosby's a good guy.
Yeah,
I grew up watching Crosby. So
exactly. So let's go.
GSP or Rory McDonald.
I go with George because Rory is my friend. So
Oh, okay.
I respect George a lot, but yeah, I mean, I've saw I've saw him like two, three times. Well, more than two, three times, but I mean, like I've saw him maybe like 10 times at the TriStar or like one time outside, one or two time outside, but never really spoke with him. Just like
Okay.
said hi. That's it. But Rory, like, especially when he was in Florida, when he was in PFL and COVID, I was with him at Killcliff and we were
Nice.
hanging out with the wives and the kids. And no, he's a good guy. Rover is a like. I mean, I don't speak with him much, but I'd say he's a friend. So yeah, no, I would not fight him, and he would kick my ass too. He was kicking my ass in training. So that's. I'm sure GS3 would kick my ass too, but I mean, I would fight George because I don't know him. That's it.
True. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's really fair. I like both of them. They're both really cool. The Rock or Jason Momoa? If you know who Jason Momoa
Yeah. I would go with Jason Momoa. I don't know, man. The Rock once again, like The Rock is, I respect both. They're good actors,
hmm
but I would go with Jason.
The
I think
Rock's
he's more
the
my
more well
size.
known too.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
been
And
around in that
he's
industry
yeah,
more.
exactly. He's older, so I would go with the younger guy. I think The Rock is older. I don't know. I think he looks older, but anyways,
Oh, he's
I
definitely
would go
older.
with Jason.
There's
Yeah,
there's no doubt he's definitely older.
yeah, for sure.
The last one to end it all: Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg?
Well, just because Mark Zuckerberg trains a little bit, I would fight him because, yeah, he would have probably more chance, but he's really small.
hmm
So I don't know. If Elon has a little bit training, I will go fight him because he's more my size. But if not, I'll fight the guy who has a little bit
I think
of
both
training.
do, right? I thought they both have training.
I don't know. I know like Elon was saying they wanted to fight and all that thing,
Yeah,
but it was not
that
true. But
wasn't gonna happen. That was
I
not
know,
gonna happen.
I know. I respect both guys, but I would fight Zaki.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, great answers, guys. That was who would you rather spar with UFC fighter Julien Leblanc. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, brother.